Welcome to our comprehensive guide on the TypeLearner command in Splunk. The TypeLearner command is a specialized tool that was designed to learn field types using a machine learning approach. This command automatically determines field data types by analyzing patterns in your search results. It represents an early example of machine learning integration in Splunk, where algorithms were used to identify and classify data patterns automatically. However, it's important to note from the beginning that this command has been deprecated since version 5.0 of Splunk, meaning it's no longer available in modern Splunk installations. Let's examine the basic syntax structure of the TypeLearner command. The command follows a simple format: pipe symbol, followed by TypeLearner, then optional parameters including a grouping field and maximum length parameter. The syntax is pipe TypeLearner, followed by an optional grouping field in square brackets, and then maxlen equals integer, also in square brackets. This streamlined syntax made it easy to implement machine learning-based field type detection in your Splunk searches. The command generates suggested event types from search results using machine learning algorithms to group and classify events based on their patterns and characteristics. It's crucial to understand that the TypeLearner command has been deprecated since Splunk version 5.0. This means the command is no longer available in modern Splunk versions and cannot be used in current installations. The deprecation occurred because Splunk introduced more advanced and reliable methods for field type detection and event classification. While this command was innovative for its time, incorporating machine learning principles into log analysis, the technology has evolved significantly. Today, users should rely on modern alternatives such as the Machine Learning Toolkit, also known as MLTK, or clustering commands that provide similar functionality with improved performance and accuracy. The TypeLearner command accepted a grouping field parameter that specified which field to use for initially grouping events before machine learning analysis. The syntax was pipe TypeLearner followed by the name of your grouping field. By default, if no grouping field was specified, the command would use the punct field, which represents the punctuation patterns found in the _raw field. This grouping field parameter was essential because it determined how events would be initially categorized before the machine learning algorithms analyzed them for pattern recognition. The choice of grouping field significantly affected the quality and accuracy of the resulting event type suggestions. The maxlen parameter controlled how many characters from the grouping field would be examined during the analysis process. The syntax was maxlen equals followed by an integer value. The default value was 15 characters, meaning only the first 15 characters of the grouping field would be analyzed. However, you could specify a negative value to use the full length of the grouping field value. This parameter was important for performance optimization. Examining fewer characters made the command run faster, but potentially at the cost of accuracy. Examining the full field value provided more comprehensive analysis, but required more computational resources and time. The TypeLearner command followed a three-step machine learning workflow when executed with default settings. First, it would group events by punctuation patterns found in the raw event data. This initial grouping created clusters of events with similar structural characteristics. Second, the command would unify similar groups using keyword analysis, identifying common terms and phrases that appeared across different event groups. Finally, it would generate suggested event types based on the patterns discovered during the analysis. The output result was a list of potential searches that administrators could use for creating formal event types in their Splunk environment. Here's a simple implementation example of the TypeLearner command. You would start with a basic search like index equals main source type equals access_log, followed by a pipe and the TypeLearner command. This basic usage would automatically discover and generate suggested event types from your search results using machine learning patterns. The command would analyze the access log events, identify common patterns and structures, and provide recommendations for event type creation. This automated approach saved administrators significant time compared to manually analyzing log patterns and creating event types, especially when dealing with large volumes of diverse log data. For more advanced usage, you could combine parameters to customize the analysis process. An example would be source type equals web_access, pipe TypeLearner host maxlen equals 25. In this implementation, events are grouped by the host field, and the command examines the first 25 characters of the host field for pattern analysis. This approach provided more targeted results by focusing on specific fields that were relevant to your use case. The maxlen parameter allowed you to balance between performance and thoroughness. Shorter lengths process faster, while longer lengths provided more detailed pattern recognition. The TypeLearner command represented an early implementation of automated pattern recognition in log analysis. It used clustering algorithms to identify similar event patterns and group them automatically for event type creation. The machine learning approach analyzed punctuation patterns, keywords, and field structures to determine optimal event groupings. This was revolutionary for its time, as it automated a process that previously required manual analysis by experienced administrators. The command essentially taught itself to recognize patterns in your data, similar to how modern machine learning systems work, but specifically focused on the task of event type classification in log management. Since the TypeLearner command is deprecated, modern Splunk users should utilize current alternatives. The primary replacement is the Machine Learning Toolkit, or MLTK, which provides advanced clustering and classification algorithms with much greater flexibility and power. Additionally, the built-in cluster command offers event grouping and pattern detection capabilities. As a best practice, use MLTK clustering algorithms for similar automated pattern recognition capabilities. These modern tools provide better performance, more accurate results, and ongoing support, making them the recommended approach for automated field type detection and event classification in contemporary Splunk deployments. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.